got the mic? That's nice. All right. How you doing? My name is Luis Pavon, and I work at Portworx. And I've been very lucky to work in the community in Kubernetes for many years now, starting at Red Hat and in CoreOS. I've been participating in SIG storage for many years. And so one of the things I'm going to talk about today is CSI. What is it and why does it exist? Why are we doing it? Actually, it kind of reminds me way back, I had a conversation with a group of students that came to Portworx one time, and they asked me, what is storage and how does it work? And you got 5 minutes. This is how much pressure I have right now. Okay, let's go. So what is CSI? So one of the things that happened way back when containers were first being used was that there was a conception that with containers, you do not want to use persistent storage. It was everything else about stateless. So everybody was using stateless containers, and everybody was very happy, and then people wanted to actually move their enterprise applications then to Kubernetes. And to do that, you needed now a method for Kubernetes to manage your storage system. And it's not just Kubernetes. You had the same issue with Docker Swarm and in Mesosphere. And what happens is that each one of these container orchestration systems would then design their own method. So this is our own APIs, and so now as a storage product, as a storage system, you have to write drivers for 3 different systems, for 3, Mesos, Docker, and Kubernetes. So that was one complication. The second complication was in Kubernetes itself, you had to write a driver as a storage vendor and put it inside the Kubernetes code. And what that meant is that as a storage vendor, you could not, fix any issues, which of course we don't have any. Second is that you couldn't add any features. You had to wait until the Kubernetes was released, right? And then you were bound to the release process of Kubernetes. So it was very, very difficult for storage vendors to work with this model. And very difficult for customers to work with this model because they wanted new features, or they wanted fixes to come in, and they had to wait for the next version of Kubernetes, right? And they had to upgrade also. They didn't, sometimes some of them did not want to upgrade their Kubernetes version to get the next version of the drivers for storage. So CSI, what is it? It is a community effort led by Google and Mesosphere and Docker, where they come together and decided on a standardized model for drivers as an extension. That's the key part, as an extension to their container orchestration system. So now, with this model, what we can do is, as a storage driver, we can plug in to an existing container orchestration system, Mesos, Docker, Kubernetes, that supports this interface, and we're able to upgrade out of band. And now we can provide features, we can do upgrades, we can work side by side with other storage systems. And so the really key thing here is that I've been participating in the project to not just define the interface, but implement it. So once we define it, that's all good, everybody can go home? No. So now we actually say, now we have defined it, this needs an implementation. So that I have done with a team from many companies working together, and we have added that to Kubernetes. We added it to Kubernetes, I think it was 1.10, it was alpha, and 1.11 is beta. And then next is that I know that Docker is going to be adding it soon, and Mesosphere also. So lastly is that Portworx, for example, is one of the example drivers that people use when they write their software. And also we participate providing testing software. So how do you know that your drivers are able to work with any of the container orchestration systems? We also provide that too. So any questions on the last 46, 45, 44 seconds? Go ahead. It's basically CNI, but for storage. Absolutely. That's actually, yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to. This is basically CNI for storage, and absolutely it is. We actually took a lot of ideas from them, but it's all gRPC based, including the name except for the S. No better way to say thanks than to.